to 2021 and welcome to Monastic Moment. I'm so glad we made it. Thank you for coming back on my channel. I'm praying that this new year brings us all good health, sound mental health, love, joy, peace, gladness, and all the good things life has got to offer, because 2020 tried it. Right, so if you have decided like me that 2021 is the year to get it right, to get your eating on point, to get your workout on point, then trust me, you're not alone. Today we are making 2 healthy salmon dishes. So our first salmon recipe for today will be served in a creamy lemon garlic butter sauce, and we will also have that with a side dish of mashed potatoes and asparagus. I have got my salmon fillets right here. You might need to come a little bit closer so I can show you what to do with these salmon fillets. Alright, using a foil tray, you could decide to use foil paper. It's all the same thing. The only reason I'm using this is because I've got this as leftover from my Christmas meal preparation. So yeah, some garlic salt, and you want to sprinkle just a little bit of those. I got these salmon fillets from the market, by the way. These are quite whole, as you can see. You could decide to get from your grocery shop, which is quite fine. You just want a little bit of these, and then you want to massage these into the salmon. You need to be careful with this because this has got some really sharp bones, so you need to be very careful. Next, you want to go in with some ground ginger, just a little bit on each side will be fine, and all you want to do is massage that in. Next, you want to go in with some seasoning. This is the Knorr all-purpose seasoning, and you just want to go in with a little bit of that. Just gonna massage that in again and massage that in again. Some black peppercorn in with some chili flakes. I personally would have just a little bit of the chili flakes, just a little bit, not a whole lot. I'm going to go in with some dill, and you want to go in with your asparagus. Next, we're going to cover this up and put it in the oven to bake. Alright, to get our sauce going, we need half an onion bulb, and I'm just taking my time to chop this up as finely as possible. Now you want very thin slices of onions. Next, it's time to go in with our cloves of garlic. I've got 5 cloves of garlic here, and I decided to smash first before chopping this up. That way I can ensure that I've got as thin slices as possible in my sauce. So remember, smash and chop, not smash and grate. Next, I'm going in with my herbs. I decided to use parsley and rosemary leaves. You could decide to use parsley and thyme. It's totally fine. Now, to get our sauce going, I am adding about 2 tablespoons of olive oil into a pan before going in with my butter. Now, the reason I've decided to do this is so when I add my butter and it heats up in the pan, it's not going to burn up. You could also decide to use avocado oil, you could use sunflower oil, but make sure you add a little bit of oil before you add your butter into the pan, because we want our butter all melted and nice, not all melted and brown. After heating up the butter for about 2 to 3 minutes in the pan, I'm first going in with my chopped onions. Now you want to make sure that you stir the onions continuously in the pan, and you want a translucent color of onions. So please ensure you're stirring continuously, and this can be done for about 2 to 3 minutes. Next, you want to go in with your chopped garlic and ensure you're also stirring continuously for about a minute. Right now we've got two options. You could either use chicken stock or you could use white wine. I don't have any wine at home. I think I drank it all over the Christmas holidays, so I decided to use chicken stock instead. And next you want to go in with some double cream. This is a personal favorite of mine, by the way. I got it from Tesco, but you could also get this from the corner shop. Now you want to pour that in and ensure you are also stirring continuously. Get every last bit of cream, and then you want to go in with your herbs. I've gone in with the parsley, and next I'm going to go in with my chopped rosemary leaves as well. And then I am also going to go in with a little bit of lemon juice. You could do without, because I've already added some lemon juice to the salmon, but I thought to be a little bit extra and add some more lemon juice to my sauce. Of course, let's not forget to add some salt to the sauce because we want it to be as tasty as possible. I'm going in with half a teaspoon of some fine sea salt, and we also need some black pepper as well. Half a teaspoon should be fine as well. We don't need a whole lot of that in the sauce. Depending on how thick you want your sauce to be, you can leave it in to cook for about 5 to 8 minutes. But also bear in mind that when you stand it down after cooking, it still thickens as well. I have gone in to get mine as thick as possible because I'll be having it with salmon. So I've left it to cook for 8 minutes. Now dish number 1 is coming right up. The salmon has baked for 20 minutes, and then I've plunked it right deep into the garlic sauce because I want all of that taste and niceness infused in the salmon before I serve it up. Now have a look at the creamy mashed potatoes. We've got asparagus on the dish. We've also got creamy, yummy garlic butter sauce with salmon. This right here is the perfect dinner for friends, family, and of course for yourself. Right, let's go on into salmon recipe number 2 for today. So we're going to make our cheese topping first. I'm going in with some feta cheese. Now I've got a whole block of feta cheese right here. I don't need a whole block because I'm only going to make the cheese topping for 2. If you're making for more than 2, then you would need a whole block of feta cheese. Now I just cut that into halves, and of course I had to use the bigger half because what's not to love about feta cheese? Next, I'm going in with my herbs. I'm still going to use some of my flat leaf parsley leaves. Just a little bit of that is fine. Next, we are introducing chives. Now what you want to do is chop the parsley leaves as thinly as possible as usual, and also you want to have your chives chopped up as well. Now after chopping up your herbs, you want to add that to the feta cheese, chop that up really nicely, and then pour all of that niceness into a bowl. We still need to go in with some ingredients. Now we're going in with some lemon zest, and next we're going in with some soft cream cheese. I'm only going to use 2.5 spoonfuls of the soft cream cheese. If you so desire, you could use a bit more for yourself. Now next, I want to mix this all up properly. If you have a bit of time on your hands and you want to go a little bit extra, you can decide to use a mixer. That would give you more of a smooth finish. But because we don't have that much time, we are hungry, I decided to use a spoon to do my mixing. I tried to get that as smooth as I possibly could with a spoon really. Now it's time for some salmon action. I'm just adding foil paper into a baking tray because again we would have to put the salmon into the oven. We're trying to make today's dish as healthy as possible. Next, I'm going to go in with my salmon fillet. I've got 4 salmon fillet right here, and then we are just going to go in and add some seasoning to the salmon. First, we need some lemon juice, so you want to squeeze all of that into the salmon. Next, we're going to go in with some black pepper. And then we need some ground ginger and of course some garlic salt. Now you want to be careful not to overpower the salmon with all of this seasoning. So a little goes a long way, trust me. Now after adding all of our ingredients, we want to massage that into the salmon, and next you want to add a little bit of olive oil and be sure to get all of the seasoning on the salmon, not on the foil paper. Next you want to cover that up and then put it in the oven to bake for about 10 minutes. Now have a look at that. This has baked for 10 minutes. Next we want to go in with our cheese dip. We want to spread that as much as we can on the salmon fillet, and then that would go back into the oven to bake for another 10 minutes. Whilst my salmon is baking in the oven, I've gone ahead to create what I call my special salad. So I've sliced some cucumber, I've also sliced some red bell peppers, and smack in the middle of that I've got some rockets and some baby spinach. Around the corner I've got some lemon slices because that would go smack on my salmon as soon as it's ready. And look at that, just like that the salmon is ready. Look at that crustiness of our cheese topping on the salmon. Doesn't this look good, guys? And just like magic, I've put that on my salad. If being healthy was a dish, this is the perfect definition. I've also got some feta cheese cubes just plain on my salad. Tell me you really love this and you're going to try this at home. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. I'll be sure to come out with a whole lot more healthy recipes for you to enjoy. But for now, au revoir.